When you find out you're expecting that second child, it's just so exciting.
Big smile.
Give him a kiss. Aww.
There was going to be 18 months difference in age between his brother and him. You have these dreams of what your child's going to do. Is he going to grow up and go to college? Maybe we'll have grandkids one day. You just picture this perfect life story.
Reid.
I was around 28 weeks pregnant, and I had done a blood test that many women have the option of doing to check for increased risks of Down syndrome. It came back putting my child at an elevated risk for Down syndrome. And as a lot of other cases, they thought it could be hydrocephalus. His ventricles were enlarged. You know, the doctor does that ultrasound, and when they say everything looks great, you can go now, you know everything's gonna be okay. But for this ultrasound, the doctor said, okay, I'll meet you in my office in 5 minutes. So that scared me. I felt like I knew something was wrong. So I had a fetal MRI, and Paul worked as a physician for the hospital where I had the MRI.
I was listening to the dictated report. I was relieved to hear there was no hydrocephalus, but I was shocked to hear agenesis of the corpus callosum, a term I'd never heard before. Joanna's asking me, what is it? What is it? And I'm saying, I don't know. I need to find out.
For me, knowledge was power. I would spend hours on the internet looking for any story I could find, any success story. I mean, you can't be missing the largest single structure in your brain and be okay, can you? So as I'm doing all this research, I found out about this conference that the NODCC was hosting in California. And it was gonna be a month after Reid was born. And so I knew I couldn't travel with a newborn. So I told Paul, I said, you have to go. You have to get all the information you can get about this.
When I went to the NODCC conference, I thought, this is a well-run organization. They've been doing this for a long time. They really have a lot of material and a lot of experts. I got a tremendous amount of information out of it. Reid is a happy, fun kid, but he gets tired and frustrated much more quickly than his siblings or other kids his age. He likes to play flag football and soccer, but he struggles. He needs a lot more coaching and attention than the other kids on the team do.
Especially for kids like Reid who may look typical. The world expects them to act normal. And when they don't, we tend to be cruel to one another. I would like to create more awareness that there are kids out there that may look typical that are struggling or suffering from a disorder or a disability. The NODCC has been wonderful because it does give us a community of people who get it, who know what we're going through.
We started off ready for so many difficulties to happen to Reid, and we've been able to either avoid or overcome so many of those. And Reid's doing better than we ever hoped he was going to be doing. We thank the information we got. We thank the NODCC. We thank the relationships and the other families that we've met through the NODCC for getting us to where we are now.